With that, Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to yield 5 minutes to the only member of Congress in the House from Alaska, a person who knows that, the Dean of the Republican side, Mr. Young of Alaska.
The gentleman from Alaska is recognized for 5 minutes. Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Bishop, for bringing this legislation to the floor. My Resolution 69 is very simple. It overturns an illegal rule by the Obama administration. Illegal rule. This House, the state of Alaska, 1959, created the state of Alaska under the Statehood Act. It clearly granted Alaska the full authority to manage fish and game on all lands in the state of Alaska, including all federal lands. The Alaska National Interest Lands Act in 1980 further, in fact, verified what the Statehood Act did, protecting the right for the state to manage fish and game. Mo Udall was chairman of the Interior Committee at that time, and he agreed that this was the right thing to do, the thing that we had to do to make sure there was no misinterpretation of the National Lands Act from the Statehood Act. What occurred under the Obama administration, your administration on that side, the wee hours of the night, what happened is they passed a rule that took that away from the state. And it's huge. You think about it, when a refuge in Alaska, 16 of them, is 76.8 million acres. That's bigger than most of the states in this union. They took that right away from the state to manage fish and game. Now, there's been a lot of interest groups and some members of Congress that are conveying falsehoods, flat-out dishonesty, and what this will do, this taking back the management of the game. They talk about killing puppies and grizzly bears. That does not happen, nor in fact is it legal in the state of Alaska under our management. The opposition will claim there was consultation with the state of Alaska. If that's the case, why did Alaska file suit to overturn this rule? There was no consultation. Yesterday I met with most of the leaders of the Alaskan Native community that lives in this area, on the refuges, in the refuges, and around the refuges. Not one of them support the rule passed by the Obama administration. That side says they're all for helping the American Indian, the first people, yet they have and are supporting a rule that's illegal. Illegal. I want to stress that. This rule passed by the Obama administration is opposed by the total delegation, the governor, all the elected officials in the state of Alaska, and it is an infringement upon the state of Alaska, and it should be an infringement upon your states. Maybe we ought to go back to every state in the union, maybe even Virginia, and see how we might change the right of Virginia when the federal lands are involved in the state of Alaska. You stood up in front of this body and held your hand and said, I swear to uphold the Constitution of America and laws pertaining to. Every one of you took that oath. Every one of you. And yet you stand on this floor, and some of you will say, oh, we have to protect the wolf puppies. That's not what it's about. It's about the law, the Statehood Act, the right of Alaskans, the right of Alaska to manage all fish and game. If you vote against this resolution, you're saying the Congress does not count, nor can we keep our word. We'll do what is ever popular at the time. And I say shame on you. You said you'd uphold the Constitution. Let's pass this legislation that Mr. Bishop brought to the floor. Let's turn back that illegal law that they're trying to impose upon the people of Alaska and American people. If you don't believe in that, then I suggest you resign from the body. Resign from this body, because you're not upholding the laws you swore you would do. Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. And thanks to a member of this House to support the legal aspects of the state of Alaska. And I yield back.
Recognized.
Happy to yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Alaska, the one who actually lives there and knows the area and knows the names of the towns. Mr. Young.
Gentleman is recognized for 2 minutes.
I thank the chairman, and under the decorum of the House, I won't call it bull. I'll just say it's a lot of misinformation and a lot of outright story tales. Information conveyed to these gentlemen and to the ladies from the Humane Society. That's what it is. There's no sport hunters going to be shooting cubs and sows. In fact, there's no one in the state that does not support my resolution of organized hunters, viewers. I have not had any of that. Yes, you got some letters. And I believe the best way to judge is if they don't like what I'm doing, don't elect me. I'm speaking for the people from my state, not Virginia, not a used car salesman. I'm speaking from our people. And the second false claim is it allows aerial shooting and gunning in bears. That's not what this is about. It's about the law. And we will win it in court. But I don't want to win it in court. I want to establish the fact that an agency does not have the right to break the law. As far as Dan Ash goes, well, did he have any specialists? No. He did this because of interest groups, governing by interest group, not the hunters, not the Alaskans, not the government of Alaska, but a humane society who put out all this propaganda. Denning of wolves. And by the way, I have to remind people, we used to den wolves. I've done it myself. I got paid $50 for every wolf I got. You know who paid me? Uncle Sam, when we were a territory. And when we became a state, we did not allow that. So let us do our job as a state, instead of having this Congress try to stop it with an agency. So I'm asking my colleagues to vote for the law, as I said you should uphold as you took your oath for this office, the law. And if you continue this misinformation, I feel sorry for you, I feel sorry for the interest groups. So, Mr. Chairman, I do urge a yes vote on this resolution.